gon' get these drinks out here. I got money, so they put it in the bag. I'm pulling off all the tags and pulling off in a jag. Fuck being broke, cause broke niggas is mad. Get a job with your broke ass and get it out the hoe's ass. I go fast when I'm riding through the city lights. I'm from the Bay, West Coast with your city like new Nikes, fresh jeans, and a snapback.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As y'all can see, I got my drink in my hand, so you know what today is. You know what today is. You know today. It's Tuesday. So it's Tipsy Tuesday, and I got a story time for y'all, and we're gonna get tipsy. Okay, so first, before we jump into the story, I got my drink here. I used peach popsicle, white peach mixer, some tequila, and a splash of lime. I mean lemon, because I got lemon and everything. Okay, it's real good. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's really good. Okay, y'all see my nails? Y'all see my nails? Yes, get into them. Yes, they look so good, y'all. I'm in love. Yes, getting ready for Valentine's Day and my boo birthday on Tuesday. So yeah, let's see. Can we get up close on them? Yeah. Super duper cute. I'm obsessed. Okay, so as y'all can see from the title, I'm gonna be talking about my worst job experience at Macy's. Okay, so I started working here like 2 years after I had like Dylan, or like a year, no, like a year after I had Dylan. So this was like 2012, 2013. So it was a minute ago. Okay, so I was looking for jobs, you know, like anybody else. I'm like, okay, I'm a mom. I need to work. I didn't want to be on like welfare or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, let me get my butt up and let me go get a job. So I started job hunting. Then I applied for Macy's. I got the job. Everything was cool. I went to the interview. Interview went good. The lady who interviewed me, like my manager, she was like really cool. She was like this stylish Caucasian lady. I don't know if you say white, but stylish Caucasian lady. She was dressed down. She had like this red hair. She was like super cute, super nice. That part went smooth. Okay, so like a week later was gonna be like my first day. I came in, you know, you gotta do the training. It's like a couple hour thing, like all day type thing. So I went through all the training. That was cool. I tried to drag it out because you got paid for your training. So I think you can train for at least 2 days, 2 to 3 days or something like that. I drug it out as long as I could. So I think I did like 2 to 3 days of the training. That went cool. My first day there. Okay, so my first day there, I started off working in the men's fragrance department. And do I want to say what Macy's this is? I ain't gonna say what Macy's this is, but I started off working in the men's fragrance department. The girl that worked already at the men's fragrance department, I'm gonna give her name because I would never ever see her. She was like an older lady. Not old, but she was older than me. If I was like in my early 20s, I was probably like, shit, 20, 19, 20, maybe barely even 21. She had to be in her 30s already. So that's what I'm saying. She was older than me. She wasn't old. Okay, boom. So I'm thinking the lady, we're gonna call the lady that was my manager, we're gonna call her Kat, the one I interviewed with. I'm thinking Kat was gonna come train me, you know, no. So day one on the floor, Gina was the girl who worked at the counter. Kat walked me over to her and was like, she's gonna train you, she's gonna show you everything you know. She's been working the men's fragrance for years. She's very experienced. I'm like, okay, cool. I meet Gina. She's like this short lady from the Caucasus Mountains or whatever. And at first she seemed really cool. Like, she went over everything I need to know. She gave me this book that I had to go over that had like all the different type of fragrances, men's fragrances, like the smells, how to describe them. You know, if like a customer come up and they're asking, oh, I want something woodsy or floral, or she taught me how to know which fragrances are those and how to identify them and how to, you know, help people choose those type of fragrances. Okay, cool. So that went cool. That whole day went cool. She was just showing me what to do. Customers was coming up and I was basically just shadowing her. Like, a customer would like be looking, she would go up to them, and she was real sharky, you know? Like, she would go after the customer. Like, soon as she thought someone was even looking, peeping at anything on the men's fragrance area, she was like pouncing on their ass. Like, do you need help? I can help you. We got this deal. We got this sale. Like, hell annoying. I hate them type of people, but I get it. You know, you get paid hourly, but you also get paid commission. I don't know if it's still like that, but that's how it was then. So you got paid hourly, and then if you made a sale, you got commission on that as well. So I get it. You know, you trying to get your little extra little money. I get it. So day 2, everything went left. Day two, no, I ain't even gonna say that. So day 2, I kind of shadowed her again. You know, she wasn't really letting me spread my wings. I'm gonna say that. That's why I'm gonna say I'm still shadowing her. So, you know, customers would come up, like men, they would see me, and since I'm like more younger, they were, I'm not gonna say attracted to me, but attracted to come ask me for help more than her. So on day 2, like a guy customer came up to me. He was like, hey, can you help me with a fragrance? I'm looking for, I don't know, let's just say something light, simple, breezy. Okay, so, you know, I had studied this book like that first day because I was there for like 8 hours. So between customers, I was like going through the book. And me, I'm that type of person, like when I'm getting to know something, I like go in. Like, I want to know everything. I need to know everything to the T because I don't like not knowing something. So boom, I'm studying this book. You know, she even let me take it home. So I took it home. I was going over everything. So the next day I'm like, okay, cool. I'm kind of comfortable with what's what, because kind of everything that was certain fragrances or smells was almost in the same area depending on the brand. Okay, so I learned that shit real quick. So like I said, the second day comes, some guy come up to me. He's asking me for, you know, what smell like this. You know, I start to help him, and here her motherfucking ass come. She damn near bum rushed me fucking down and was like, oh, I can help you. I know what you're looking for. You would like this is over here. Da, 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 da. I'm like, damn, she didn't even give me a chance. I'm like, goddamn, like, you know, so I'm just like, okay. So that was day 2. I already knew, okay, this bitch, she gonna be a fucking problem. She gonna irritate the fuck out of me because I hate people like that. I don't like working with people like that. Like, I wasn't really caring about the commission. As long as I got my hourly little pay, that's all the fuck I cared about. Everything else, just extra. I'm not really tripping. I just needed to be working. So day 3 come around. Same fucking thing. You know, customers was coming up to me. She was like always getting in the damn way. And I'm just like, okay, like, you know, I'm comfortable. I can help. If I need help, I will ask you. I don't think I need help. Like, I like to learn something and then I'm gonna spread my wings. I'm gonna have to learn on my own, especially with something like this. Like, I don't need you to just, you know what I mean? It was just getting fucking ridiculous. So let's just say like a month passed by. At this point, I'm getting up to my point. At this point in time, I was still young. I was still fragile. I was not like really speaking my mind to people. So I was kind of letting her push over on me. But after this month and I got more comfortable, I started getting irritated because it wasn't even about the damn commission. It's just like, bitch, don't be stepping in front of me. She was down there like pushing me the fuck out the way. And I'm like, hold on, Gina. Okay, you gonna get Trishayla. Shayla is the nice, fun, kind me. When you get Trishayla, bitch, I'm gonna tell you about yourself, okay? I'm gonna get real sharky, snappy with your ass. So, like I said, a month passed by. This particular day, this is when shit like started just going absolutely fucking left. So I come into work, and it was, at first I came in first, I opened, like, you open the counters, you just check everything, you make sure if something's broken or anything like that, you report it, take it out, get the glass up. If, you know, sometimes people drop stuff or whatever. So I'm just checking, opening everything, cleaning the counters, getting ready for the day. Like, that first 2 hours, I'm there by myself. Customers are coming. I'm helping the customers. Like, I was really good at that job, because either it was like a lot of ladies and men came in, and I was, you know, fresh, young. So people was like coming up to me. Like, I got that friendly face. So, you know, people would come up to me like, oh, you know, help me. She comes in. So I'm like actively already helping someone. She comes over and she was like, oh, let me help you. I know a little bit better than her. I know a little bit more than her. I can help you better than her. And even the customer was like, no, I'm good. Like, she's helping me just fine. Like, we just going through fragrances. I'm just seeing, you know, what type of smells I like. And, you know, when you're testing fragrances, we have like coffee beans, because after so long, like, the fragrances start smelling the same. So you would sniff the coffee beans and then try a new flavor or a new fragrance. And yeah, like I said, the customer was like, I'm cool, you know, we just trying things out. So I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I got it. Like, I don't need you to be fucking micromanaging me. Back your ass up. I didn't say that yet, but I'm just giving her that look like, stand down, Gina. Stand your fucking ass down, because bitch, you about to get your Shayla. Okay, you about to lose Shayla, and you about to get your Shayla, and you don't want to see that me. Okay, you don't want to see that me. So she's just like standing like right fucking here next to me. Like, I could feel this bitch breathing down my motherfucking neck. Like, bitch, back the fuck up. Like, I don't want to feel your breath on my fucking neck. Mind you, the smell she had was not friendly. Like, I don't know if she didn't use deodorant, if she didn't shower, clean good enough down there, but she just stank as fuck, and it irritated the fuck out of me. I hated when she came into work. Like, it was just so annoying. Like, okay, so she's just like, boom, right here. Even the customer is getting like uncomfortable, because we both looking at each other. Mind you, this is a person of color, you know. No, you know, so we both giving each other that look. Like, it's a lady, and she was trying to get like a fragrance for her man, which a lot of ladies came in to get, for, you know, cologne for their mans, or like body wash for their mans, you know, little designer shit, whatever you want to call it, name brand. So we giving each other that look. Y'all know that look. If you know that look, like, we like, cause she like, and I'm like, like, girl, I don't know. She fucking tripping. So finally, I helped the customer walk away. Gina kind of was like, hey, can I talk to you on the side? And I'm like, okay. And she's like, you know, I didn't mean to interrupt you like that, but I just kind of knew, I felt like I could help her better. When those situations happen, you should just let me take over. And at that point, she got Trishayla. And I was like, look, you know what? You've been pushing my fucking buttons. I've been letting you slide. I didn't say it as aggressive, but I was just letting her know. Like, I've been letting you slide with a lot of stuff, and you making me uncomfortable, and I don't like how you micromanaging me. Okay, like, I don't like it. If I'm helping a customer and they don't like my help, then you can step in, or if I don't know something, I will come to you. You don't need to step in and be micromanaging me, trying to take my customers. Like, she could be helping someone and she would still come over and try to take my customer. And I'm just like, bitch, it's not that fucking serious. It was only like a 2% commission off of whatever was sold. Bitch, it's not that much. So say something was like $120, you probably only getting like $20 fucking dollars. Like, girl, calm down. Like, calm down. There's plenty of people coming in, especially it was like during the holiday season. Like, bitch, you gonna get your little money. Like, calm the fuck down, Gina. Damn. She was pissing me off. So I told her about herself. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, okay. So that next day I come in, Kat came down. And she was kind of like walking the area. And I'm like, oh, she must have said something to Kat. Like, you know how they be trying to, you know how these type of folks be acting when a black person finally speak their mind. You know, they want to go tell, they want to go be victim. Like, I did something wrong to her when she did something wrong to me. Like, y'all know how that go. So Kat just like walking around, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, I already know why Kat down here. She's trying to see like what's going on without, you know, saying something to me, because it's a real thin line, because discrimination, you know, they got to be careful because they don't want to get no discrimination shit, okay? But Kat was real cool. So it was like my lunchtime, and I'm like going to lunch, and Kat came. She was like, hey, Gina told me about an incident you and her had yesterday. She said you kind of got snappy with her. And I was like, I got snappy with her? I'm like, no, that's not how that went. So I broke it down to Kat. I'm like, this bitch, I didn't say that, but I'm like, this fucking bitch always fucking breathing down my neck. She's always trying to steal my customers, even when she got fucking customers. Like, you need to check her ass. Like, why do I need to work at this counter if Gina is gonna take all the fucking customers? What am I here for? Oh, Gina will want me to bring up the customers. She will want to help the customers, but then ring them up under her. No, bitch, I'm not doing that. Like, you, like, come on now. Like, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, no, bitch. You're not gonna play me like that. I was young and shit, but I'm not dumb, bitch. And plus, I was staying with my family at this time. I was going back telling my mom. My mom was like, nah, hell no. Fuck all that shit. You go up in there and you put your fucking foot down. You better not let these people play with you up in the workforce, or I'm gonna have to fucking come up there, and you don't want me to come up there. And I'm like, I don't want my mom to come up here because I'll get fired or something. So my mom was just telling me how to, like, go about it and, like, say something to her. You know, like, stand your ground. So after that day, me and Gina was clashing. Like, she would come in, she would automatically start mugging me and shit, and I would be mugging her and shit. And it was like two sides of the counter. So I would stay on one side and she would stay on this side. I stayed on the back side because I wasn't really tripping. You know, people would walk around the counter if they want to ask me for help, but she stood on the front side. Like, when people first come in, they would see her. But people, you know, walk around the men's department, whatever. So I would just stay on the back side. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time for your ass. Me and you will be up in here fighting. And it almost got to that point. So let's just say another month passed by. You know, everything kind of been cool, because I told Kat what happened. Kat kind of had my back. She was like, you know, I understand we had somebody else working here. You know, same type of thing happened. So she kind of understood where I was coming from. She knew it wasn't me, but she just had to make sure, you know, whatever. So, all right, whatever. A month passed by. This is when shit just got real fucking tense between me and Gina. So I'm helping a customer, and what they wanted was, like, in the thing. And I had to unlock this thing to get what they wanted. It was like a set, and then they get like a free gift bag and like other kind of little goodies or whatever that was going on. She had the damn key. So I went to go ask her. I said, hey, can I get the key so I can unlock the thing? And she was like, and I was like, can I get the key? And she just looked at me. So I'm looking at her, she looking at me, I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at, like, bitch, are you gonna say something, or are you gonna give me the fucking key? Like, or just point to where the key is. I get the fucking key myself, bitch. Like, you doing a lot. You pressed. So I was just like, all right, whatever. So I started looking around for the key. And then I noticed she had the fucking key. Like, she went and opened the thing because we was both serving a customer at the same time, and they got kind of the same thing, and they was getting a little gift bag. So she fucking went and fucking open on her side, though, a thing to get some stuff out. And I'm like, so you do got the key? I'm like, you see me walking around looking for the key, you got the key, you're not saying nothing. I'm like, that's hella rude. Like, why is you, like, acting like that? She was like, I just don't like your attitude. My attitude? And I was like, what does my attitude have to do with you giving me the key to unlock something, and you see I'm trying to help a customer? Like, basically what she wanted the customer to have to come over there and ask her. Like, she was just playing little dumbass fucking games like that, and that shit was, like, pissing me off. I'm like, you know what, Gina, you is childish. I'm like, this is childish. You fucking old as hell. At that time, I thought, like, 30-ish, 40-ish was old, but not really. But she was just pissing me off, so I just was kind of low-key going off her. I'm like, you too old to be playing these games. Like, that's just hella childish. Like, just give me the damn key. She didn't want to give me the key. So I snatched the key from her because it was in her hand. So I took the key. I said, thank you. And I went around and I unlocked the thing and, you know, helped the customers. And then when our customers walked away, she was like, oh, I don't appreciate you snatching from me. And I was like, I don't appreciate when I'm speaking to you, you ignore me when I'm talking. And you doing all this little irritating ass shit at your big ass age. Like, come on now. I'm the 20-year-old. You the 35-year-old. You need to pipe the fuck down. Like, she tried to belittle me. She was like, oh, you just a little girl, da-da-da-da-da. You don't know nothing. Bitch, I know enough. Bitch, I don't know enough to let you play with me. I know that. Like, that's all I really need to know. I know enough. So we kind of had that little back and forth, and it just got, like, real tense. Like, she just started really getting in my face. Mind you, I'm short, but she was, like, shorter than me. But she's, like, looking up. she was just like, yada, 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 going off at the mouth. And I'm like, girl, okay, we at work. Like, we got to work together. Like, what is your issue? I'm just like, girl, what is you getting so pressed about? Like, you finna hit me or something. Like, you need to pipe down. I mean, you already down, bitch. I'm already 5 feet, which means you like 4'11", because I'm looking down at your little bitty ass. And I'm just like, we is at work. I'm like, I'm not finna go there with you while we at work, but you want to calm down because you can catch me outside. Like, I was like, if you want to do something, we could go do something at lunch or after work. But I'm not finna argue with you right here at work. And there's people in the damn Macy's. Like, you know, people aren't at our counter no more, but we're in the men's department. It's people in the damn store. So I'm like, girl, whatever. So I walk off, but I bump her ass. I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, bitch, you got me fucked up. So I went to go tell Kat, I'm like, Kat, I can't work with her motherfucking ass. Me and her gonna be up in there fighting. I'm like, no, please put me somewhere else. I can't deal with her. Let me go into the women's department. Let me see if I could do something over there in the women's department. So cool. That next day I went and I worked in the women's fragrance. Everything was cool. Nobody worked at the women's fragrance counter. So I was by myself, which I love, 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 love. But like I said, it was kind of like around the holiday season. And when the makeup counters didn't have enough people and it got busy, they had started asking me to work at the makeup counters. Now, as y'all can see, I don't wear makeup like that. I don't know makeup like that. And definitely at that time, I didn't know makeup like that. But they would just put me out counters and just, you know, help. Just make sales or just help them ring out or whatever. So that's what I was doing. Okay, so I'm going to call this girl that I was working with that me and her almost got into it too. I'm going to call her Malu. She was like some islander type like girl. Me and her got into it, but then we became cool. I'm gonna tell you about that. So I started working over there. She was kind of like that too, but not as pushy as Gina. But she was one of those girls, y'all, who just had a stank ass attitude all the time. Like, she looked mad all the time. Like, she was just fucking angry with life. She had like 2-3 kids. She was kind of young, and she just had a fucking stank ass attitude all the time. So I started working with her, and at first everything was cool. You know, I would just like when people knew what they wanted, I would get it for them. So say they wanted brown eyeliner from, I think this was Lancome. We worked at the Lancome. I would get the brown eyeliner. You know what I mean? If they needed help matching skin or some toe makeup or one of their face done, Malu, she would help them. Okay, so one day, and I had told her, like, they knew I didn't know how to do makeup or anything like that. Obviously, I never came in with makeup. Like, I'm just helping y'all out. So one day a customer came in and they wanted to get like their face done or whatever. And Malu was over there talking to the little other makeup girls. Like, she would lead a counter and she would just like leave me there by myself, and it was like certain things I could not fucking help certain customers with, and I would just be looking at her like, bitch, help me. Please. They asking me to skin match, and I don't know how to do none of that shit. You ain't show me none of that shit. Like, what the fuck's you doing? Like, you see I need help and you ain't coming over here to help, and you way over there, but you see me looking at you like, help me, and you just looking at me like, bitch, I'm over here chopping up with my friends, figured out. So yeah, like I was saying, one day a customer came in, they wanted to get their face done. I'm telling the customer, oh, I don't know how to do makeup. Let me go get the girl who do makeup. You know, what would you call it? Call in. I'm just a call in helping them. I think that's what it was called, like something like that. I'm just here to help with people who know what they already want, basically. Like, I can't help you with what you want. So I'm like, just wait here. So I go over there and I'm like, hey Malu, the girl want her makeup done. Can you come back over here so you know, you can help her. She want to like pick her shade or whatever. She was like, oh no, you help her. And I'm like, I can't help her. I don't know how to do makeup. I don't know how to skin match to makeup. I don't know how to do none of that. Like, I'm not over here for that. I'm just helping you check out customers and like complete the sales. Like, I don't know how to fucking do makeup, like especially somebody else makeup, and then help them skin match to the makeup. And then there's all these different kinds, undertones and shit. I didn't know shit about all that shit at that time. Like, I couldn't help Miss Ma'am. And I'm like, you already knew from day one, like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, so can you just come help the customer? Like, that's your fucking job. If I went here, you would have to be over there. You would need to be doing this. That's your fucking job. That's your fucking counter. Like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, why are you making brand new? Like, she was pissing me off. And she was just like, oh, no, you can figure it out. And I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, I will just tell the customer to come back later. She was like, oh, you cannot do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. I cannot help her. And you're not trying to help me. You're not trying to come over there to help her. Like why is you acting funny? Like, girl. So I go back over there and I'm telling the customer, I'm like, Malu right there, if you want to go ask her to help you, but I don't do makeup. So the customer went over there and was like, hi, Shayla told me that you can help me do my makeup. And I gave her that look like, and did. And she was looking at me like, bitch, no, you didn't. I'm like, and did. Because I'm not going to tell the customer to come back, or I can't, you know what I mean? Like, can't nobody help her. So Malu walks back over there with the customer. She's pissed. She's mad. She's fuming. I'm just standing to the side. You know, I'm just like, I already know it's about to be some shit. Mind you, she's this like thick, heavy set type islander, whatever, something along those lines. She was either like Samoan or Tongan or something along those lines. So she, you know, they thick, you know, they big, not like, you know, but she was there in size. I was like 100-some pounds at that time. She maybe was a good 180, pushing 200, you know. So after she got done doing the girl's makeup, she came up to me. She was like, don't you ever pull that shit again. And I was like, and will? I was like, I don't know why you would walk away from the counter knowing people come up to this counter often wanting like skin match or getting their makeup done or testing to see what colors match and knowing what their undertone is. Like, why would you fucking walk away, bitch? Like, don't you fucking come over here and try to try me, bitch. They was trying me at this job. Like, I was just getting so fucking irritated. Mind you, this is like 3-4 months in, and I'm just like, I just started getting so fucking uncomfortable coming to work because these bitches was being fucking annoying. They was just so thirsty to make the commission, and then they wanted to be snappy and do all this weird ass shit. So like I said, she was like, don't you ever try that shit again. And she said it like that, and I was like, I will. If a customer comes up to me and they need that type of help, I'm gonna point them to you if you're around, like, because I don't know how to do that. And she was like, well, you need to learn. And I was like, well, then you should teach me because I don't know how to do that. She was like, I'm not going to teach you. That's not my job. I'm like, but this is your counter. Like, when you work with a makeup company, like, you're hired through them, they train you. That's your counter. You're contracted through that makeup line. I'm not gonna do someone's makeup. I'm not contracted through them. You know what I mean? Like, this is not what I came the fuck over here for, bitch. And you know this. Like what the fuck is Malu not getting? So she tried to do that little shit, and I was just like, I don't know what to tell you. Either you can show me, or I'm gonna do that shit anytime someone comes over here and they need help and I cannot help them. And you here, I'm gonna point them in your fucking direction. So she was just like, yeah, we'll see. And I was like, yeah, we'll see. Like, she was trying to little girl me, and I was like, you bitches up here ain't gonna finna keep trying to little girl me, because y'all gonna get your Shayla. Y'all gonna, Gina already got it, bitch. You want it too? We could go there too. Like, me, we could go the fuck there. And then it did get there. So let's just say like a week passed, customer came. She was over there talking it up with the girls in Chanel and shit or whatever. And the customer wanted like skin matching to find their shade. Gina over there talking, so I did the same thing. I told the customer that you can go ask her. That's her job. Gina come back over there, stank walk, hella mad and shit. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Why is you always over at Chanel? Go get hired by Chanel. Like, why is you at Chanel? Bitch, you're not Chanel, you Lancome. Like, come, like, girl, bye. And, oh, I forgot to mention, you could play music, like your own music. She was always playing like ratchet ass music and shit. Okay, I don't know if, you know, people like me, when you're working with people that's not like you, and say something's playing, people automatically looking at you like you playing that ratchet ghetto ass shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I play that shit in my car and at home. But at work, if I was in control of the music, I would not be playing that. I would either be playing the clean version or just like R&B or basic like hip hop, you know, where it's not like hella cussing and hella fuck a bitch and da shit like that. I wouldn't play that at work. I don't want people to know me outside of work. Me outside of work is young ratchet turn. Me at work, I'm professional. Like, you don't need to know what the fuck is going on when I walk out and clock out. Like, so she was playing ghetto ratchet ass music. A lady comes, she's wanted something done. The lady looking at me like, damn, you playing this ghetto ratchet ass shit, because a lot of Lancome customers was, you know, from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm just saying, no shade. It's good makeup, but a lot of the customers was of that ethnicity, race, whatever you want to call it. So the girl's kind of like, she was already kind of stank looking at me anyway, like, bitch, I don't want you to help me. You playing this ratchet ass music. You ain't even got on no makeup. You know how the girlies be. If you ain't wearing no makeup, they ain't gonna trust you to do their makeup. Like, bitch, why would I trust you to do my makeup? Your makeup not even done. I can't even be like, oh, I like that on you. Da, da, da. Anyways, so Malu come over there. She stank. She mad. She helped the customer. She was like, didn't I tell you not to try that shit again? Now, mind you, how this counter was, it was like the last makeup counter off to the side, and it was like a side right here where if you walk right here, you can't see. You know, like the other makeup counters, or, you know, if no one's back here, you can't see. So she kind of like cornered me off on the side right there, like on the side right here. Was like, didn't I tell you not to try that shit again? And I was like, and I told you if a customer needed help and I couldn't help them, I was going to point them in your direction. So she kind of got up on me. And I'm like, Miss Ma'am, you don't want these problems. You don't want these problems. I'll be real fucking nice. I'll be real calm, but I don't want to have to get my people to come up here. I don't want to have to get my sister to come up here and beat your ass because she about your size. Bitch, I ain't your size. So I'm not even going to play these games with you. I mean, if sis wanted to tussle, we could tussle. But I can get somebody in your weight class to come tussle with your motherfucking ass, bitch. Okay? And I'm like, you can back up. Please back up. I'm like, you need to get out of my face. You're too close. You make me feel uncomfortable. I'm over here helping you because your counter be busy and I'm helping you. I could go back over there to women's fragrance or back to men's fragrance and do that, bitch. I'd rather go fucking work with Gina fucking annoying ass than you thinking you about to get up in my face and real little girl me, bitch. And I know, like, at least Gina did her job. Malu didn't want to do her fucking job, but she wanted to sell. I mean, like, she didn't want me ringing customers up under my name. Like, help me make it make sense, ma'am. Miss ma'am. So she gets all in my face, but she's like whispering. She's not loud, but she's just, you know, like, don't you be doing that shit. I told you not to try that shit. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, I can go back to my counters. I do not have to fucking help you. I can go to another makeup counter because some of the other little makeup counter girlies was asking me to come work with them any fucking ways. And they was way much nicer. Like, what's it called? Dang, I can't think of the name. OGRX, something like that. And it was like another one. I can't think of the name. But they was like really nice girlies. And I really wanted to go work with them too. So I was just like, bitch, I could go. Okay, they already asking me. And they gonna train me and teach me. And I can go to the little workshops and shit. So she did that. And same thing. I bump out the way and I walk off. I left for the day. Because I'm like, bitch, you trying me. Your hoes up in here trying me. You trying me. I didn't go tell Kat or nothing, and she didn't tell Kat or nothing either. So the next day I came into work, I just told her, I was like, if you gonna keep trying that shit with me, I'm just not gonna work with you. Like, I'm just not gonna work with you because you got me fucked up. Or just show me. I was like, just show me what I need to do, and at least I can help you, like, skin match people and things like that. But I can't do nobody's full face. Like, bitch, ain't enough time for you to teach me that shit for me to know next day how to do somebody's fucking full face makeup. But you can help me like skin match, and I can kind of help people find foundations of their shade, you know, something similar. Close. So after that, me and her kind of became cool. She just still kind of had that like stank attitude or whatever, but she was more cool or whatever after that. And then soon after that, I had to quit my job because my sister was watching my son. But my sister had met this boy and she was about to move to Texas with him, and that happened. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit. This is kind of going into the baby daddy series too, but I'm not gonna talk about my baby daddy, but this was happening around the time, you know, me and him sitting together. Okay, so I'm gonna just tell y'all a little bit, then I'm gonna leave. So I had to quit my job because my sister was about to move to Texas, but she was like moving in like 2 days. Like, she didn't give me like a 2-week notice or nothing. She was just like, oh, I bought my ticket. I'm about to leave in 2 days. You gonna have to find somebody else to watch Dylan. And I'm like, at this point in time, my mom had moved out. She had moved. At first, my mom was there, but then my mom moved out and she moved. And it was just me, my brothers and sisters, and some extended family. I'm gonna get into story times with them, but not yet. I'm gonna hold them. I'm gonna hold them. And then my brother was there. He had this crazy girlfriend. I'm a whole limb too, y'all. I'm get into that too, but yeah. Anyways, so my sister gave me like a 2-day notice and was like, bitch, I'm leaving, so you're gonna have to find somebody else to watch your son. And I'm like, bitch, I know you fucking lying. And she was like, bitch, I'm not fucking lying. And I'm like, bitch, I know you fucking lying. So me and her start getting into it. We arguing because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? Like, you know, me and Dylan's dad both working, like, you watching him, you only giving me a 2 fucking day notice. Like, at this time, you couldn't just go get daycare that fast, and daycare was expensive. Like, you couldn't just do that. So me and her fucking arguing. We damn near fucking fighting in the fucking backyard, and she fucking sprayed me down with the fucking water hose because she was like watering the grass. And I'm like, oh, bitch, I know the fuck you did. So we kind of mini got the wrestling and tussling and shit, and the family had to come like break it up and shit. And then me and her to talk for like hella long. And she left me them 2 days, and I had to quit. And I stopped working there. But I did work at Macy's again, which I'm gonna tell y'all in another story time. And then that one, I don't know what I'm gonna title it, but that was like my first real encounter with a Karen. And that bitch, I wanted to fucking drag that white bitch by her hair all through that motherfucking store. And I had worked in the shoe department at this particular time. But I'm gonna tell y'all about that in another story time. I'm about to wrap this up. I hope I told this story well enough. Let me finish my drink. I'm hot, I'm tipsy, I'm hot. This was good. We're gonna call this, we're gonna call it white peach, because the mix was white peach. White peach, really good. Like I said, I give it 8 out of 10. And my Wasted Wednesday, I'm gonna pick a winner for my next giveaway because I reached 300 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the love. Y'all been showing me all my videos, all the comments. I look at all the comments. I reply to all the comments. Thank y'all. I'm gonna be picking somebody. This time I'm gonna pick one. It's hard. I'm gonna do like one of these things where you put like names and then they pick, because I can't choose. I just cannot choose. I want to pick all of y'all. But I'm gonna do this thing where it's like a spin the wheel thing, and whoever it lands on, that's who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna just, people who's been commenting, I'm gonna put y'all name all on this thing that's gonna spin the wheel. Whoever it lands on, that's who I'm gonna pick. So you're gonna win a custom pair of nails, the size of your liking. You'll be able to send me some designs, and I'm gonna do something as best as I can similar. I'm still a beginner, y'all, so bear with me, okay? I'm still working on technique and really getting to do stuff. Right now I'm just doing basic shit, baddie on a budget type shit. That's me, okay? I'm not real high-tech nail tech yet. I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna help y'all up, okay? You're gonna get a pair of nails, the nailies, a necklace, a bracelet, and an anklet, okay? But until next time, deuces. I hope y'all tipsy too. I hope y'all had a drink. I hope y'all trying these drinks, or having a drink, or trying drinks. Okay, bye.